Whatever. The fuck? We in the building yet? Man, I'm trying to tell you. Don't let nobody ever tell you that anything is easy. Because it take effort. It take effort no matter what you do, right? It take effort. It takes some kind of effort to get anything productive done in this world. So don't ever let anybody tell you that anything is easy. It is April 4th, 6:33 in the morning. And this is the I Just Got Off Work show. I am your host, CB, a.k.a. The Rude Educator. You can hit me up on Instagram. You can hit me up on Twitter. You can send me emails to therudeeducator@gmail.com. Hit me up, leave a comment. Say whatever you want to say, but say something. It's Monday. It's Monday. If you were looking for me yesterday, you did not find me. There was a lot of moving parts yesterday to make it to where we could not broadcast, efficiently. So we decided we didn't need to make any. I didn't need to make any announcements or anything like that. It was just a day of rest for some and a day of disappointment for others, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But we are back on this rainy, somewhat still beautiful Monday morning. How was your weekend? Did you get to have fun? Did you get to be productive? Did you get things done in a timely manner to get you closer to your goals? These are all questions for a Monday morning. I took a break, obviously, and had a little fun. And now I'm back, ready to get my grind on once again. Worked last night, and I'm going to be working pretty much all this week. So that's how I roll. That's how I, contribute my little thing to the human race. So, take it how you will. But we are in here. People still going on and on about last week's award show. But there was another award show last night called the Grammy Awards. I don't know if you are familiar, but every year, some of the finest artists in music get together and decide to give each other props on their musical accomplishments. There were several awards given last night. We're going to go over a few of them. I know some of them, a lot of y'all don't care too much about, but we do want to give everybody their props for not just being winners, not just the winners, but also all the nominees. So I got the full list of winners, nominees, and all that. So we could just go through the list real quick. So record of the year was Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic. So shout out to Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars for that. They, I don't know if you heard that album yet, but it was definitely one of the best pieces of music that's been out in a while. I really appreciate the guys for putting it out there and giving us something like that to listen to. The album, has its faults, but for the most part, it's a solid project. And they won the award for that. They were up against people like Billie Eilish, Doja Cat and SZA, Daniel Caesar and Giveon with Justin Bieber, John Baptiste. ABBA was on the list of nominees for Record of the Year. So good job to the guys for bringing home the award for that. And then so that was Record of the Year. And it also won for Song of the Year somehow. I'm not exactly sure what the separation is between record and song. Somebody might have to explain that one to me. But that's all. I think that's always been the way that the Grammys do it. You had a Song of the Year, I guess is with, the song that gets the most plays maybe, and then Record of the Year is got to do with sales. That's the best way I can think of right off the top of my head without doing any research at all. So, if I'm wrong, please let me know. Album of the Year winner was John Baptiste. If you're not familiar with John's work, he is the musical director on The Late Show with Steve Colbert. I believe he's from like the New Orleans area. So he's really been known in music even before that by those that pay attention. He's not in the hip hop category. So I didn't know much about him until he crossed over into the late night musical director business. But he's still making hits, and a lot of those hits are pushed by CBS at this point. So no question about his promotional prowess. But his album of the year won up against certain people like Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber, Doja Cat, Billie Eilish, her, Taylor Swift, Kanye West, and Olivia Rodrigo. So shout out to John. Shout out to his big Grammy win for Album of the Year. And then Best New Artist. I don't recognize any of these names. Okay, so Saweetie is on the list, but the winner is Olivia Rodrigo. I won't even bother naming. Okay, looks like Baby Keem was also on the list, and then there's some other artists that I won't even attempt to pronounce. But shout out to all the new artists that got nominated. Shout out to Olivia Rodrigo for winning. That's always sometimes it's a controversial category because they'll put somebody in the new artist category that's been around for years, but it's like they went solo or something like that, then they'll put them back over there. So big ups to that category. And then Olivia Rodrigo also won Best Pop Solo Performance for her song Driver's License. I'll be honest again, I haven't heard a lot of this music because I've been listening to 90s hip-hop pretty much for the last 15 years. We got some Best Pop Duo. Now, I did hear that this song won for Best Pop Duo or Group Performance, and that's Doja Cat and SZA's song, Kiss Me More. They were up against people like Coldplay, Justin Bieber and Blinny Bonko, Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. Shout out to Tony Bennett. I don't know, is Tony Bennett still alive? That's something I got to figure out because if he's still making music, I mean, how old is he? Still making music. I mean, it's 2022. Let me see what's up with Tony Bennett because I just gotta. Okay, so 95 years old, still getting nominated for Grammys. 95 years old and still getting nominated for Grammys. Shout out to Tony Bennett, everybody. Still alive and kicking it at 95 years old, still getting nominated for Grammys. I don't think that I don't think there's a lot of people out there that can say that they're doing that. So I mean, you gotta give them those props. Thank you, thank you. I mean, we waited on that, so we can get it. And then best traditional pop vocal album. That did get Tony Bennett and a lot of Lady Gaga a Grammy. So again, shout out to Tony Bennett for winning Grammys at 95 years old with the assistance of Lady Gaga. You can't go wrong with the Gaga. I mean, damn, Willie Nelson is all Dolly Parton. I mean, I guess everybody's still kicking it and getting nominated for Grammys. Wow. I was not expecting to see those other two names. I mean, I wasn't expecting to see Tony Bennett on there, but he's on there a number of times. But then to see Willie Nelson and Dolly Parton also nominated for best traditional pop vocal album. I'm not even sure what traditional pop is. That's an interesting category name. Olivia Rodrigo won best pop vocal album for Sour. So shout out to Olivia Rodrigo. I mean, I don't know who she is, but apparently she's quite good at the music. So I'm gonna give her props. And clap it up for her. I mean, I'm not anybody that needs to know necessarily, but yeah, shout out to her. Dance recording was won by Rufus Du Sol. All right, here we go. Best rap album. This is a category that I do know all of the nominees, and I am familiar with the work of the winners. So, best rap album nominees, for those of you that don't know: The Off Season by J. Cole, Certified Lover Boy by Drake, King's Disease 2 by Nas, Call Me If You Get Lost, Tyler the Creator, and Donda by Kanye West. And the winner, of course, Call Me If You Get Lost by Tyler the Creator. Shout out to him for that album. It's Tyler the Creator. He is stadium crowds now. He's selling out stadiums and doing big festivals. What is it? Camp Flognog. Yeah, like dude is he is becoming a household name if he's not already. Million white girls at the concert. So shout out to Tyler for winning that. And then best rap performance is won by Family Ties, Baby King, Kendrick Lamar. That's the Top of the Morning, I believe. That's the song that comes from. Other nominees: Cardi B with Up, My Life with J. Cole, 21 Savage, and Moray. That actually is one of my favorite records, mostly because of the Pharaoh Monk song that they used as part of that song, and then Thot Shit by Megan Thee Stallion. So these are basically, I ain't gonna say all of them, but the song that won and Thot Shit, and I'm pretty sure Up by Cardi B, are all TikTok songs. It's gonna be interesting to see if TikTok has any influence over music awards in the next few years because of the way that the app is blowing up, and then how that has an effect on songs that come out it's going to be quite interesting to check that out. So shout out to everybody that's involved with the award ceremonies and just putting together the awards. Some people don't like, uh, the whole idea of having to go after awards and certain people always being nominated and all the rigmarole of it. Some people think that it's the opinion of the establishment. How y'all feel about award shows? Do you think that award shows are just for certain people and not necessarily for the people that we like? Or do you think that it's a pretty fair system and usually the best work is what gets pushed to the forefront? Because I don't know if you can have it both ways. I don't think you can have it be this corporocracy group and then, have it in any way be healthy for the actual genres that it's representing. But that's my opinion. So we've had best rap album, best rap performance, and the best rap song nominees are both Bad Salts, song by DMX, Jay-Z, and Nas. Best Friend by Saweetie and Doja Cat. Family Ties by Baby King, Kendrick Lamar. Jail by Kanye West and Jay-Z. And My Life by J. Cole, 21 Savage, and Murray. And the winner is Jail off the Donda album with Jay-Z. So this song is dope. I've heard this song. I think that it's a dope song. Is it better than My Life? In my opinion, you could say that. I guess it's hard. Like I've seen a lot of the J. Cole fans, hit social media, and they really upset because if you're a J. Cole fan, which I'm not exactly a J. Cole fan, I appreciate his music. I can't say that I'm a fan because I don't know all his work like that, but he do get off on a lot of songs. I think J. Cole fans like J. Cole to the utmost, and so you got to give him his props for having that kind of fan base. But J. Cole is missing on some songs. He's missing that kind of energy that you like to hear from that. I think that's what gives, to me, me personally, that's what gives the edge to Kendrick over J. Cole is that energy. Because, it's easy to get on. I ain't going to say easy, but you can get on and spit bars. But if people ain't feeling your energy like that, then your record can fall flat. So I think a lot of times what leaves people unimpressed with J. Cole, or the reason why people leave unimpressed listening to J. Cole, is the fact that his music can come off a little bland for that reason. And so it makes you go after like maybe a less talented person. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it's a lot of Dolph fans that could have been J. Cole fans, but J. Cole didn't have the energy for them. And so, you know what I'm saying? They went with somebody that had that energy, like Dolph, who's full of energy. And, 21 Savage bringing J. Cole on that song. See, J. Cole being featured by some of these, rappers that's getting attention is helping too. Like, 21 Savage being on the Benny the Butcher joint, stuff like that. So, J. Cole, still dope, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, that's one element of his style that could be doper is that energy level. So, shout out to him, though, just for being nominated. They had a banger with that joint. Next we go into best Latin pop album, which is Alex Cuba won that. Musica Urbana El Ultimo Tour del Mundo by Bad Bunny. Shout out to him. Best American Roots Performance. Cry by John Batiste. Best R&B Performance. Leave the Door Open. And Jasmine Sullivan, I guess, got a tie for Pick Up Your Feelings. So shout out to Jasmine Sullivan, who has an amazing voice. I think Jasmine Sullivan's voice is both strong and okay. So when you have a female singer and she's got that strong, voice that keeps its sound quality at the heights of its energy, that's on, you know what I'm saying? That's on Patti LaBelle level of singing, and it's not too many people that got that Patti LaBelle strength in their voice. I mean, Patti had it. Fantasia has it. And Jasmine Sullivan has it. Now, there may be some others that think they got it, but they ain't got it. And then it's some that maybe I don't know about. So if you got somebody else that fits into that strong voice category, you let me know. And I add them to the list. That's my word. Moving along. Leave the Door Open won for Best R&B Song. Hotels by Jasmine Sullivan won Best R&B Album. So it sounds like they were really impressed by Silk Sonic and Jasmine Sullivan when it comes to R&B. So no surprises there. Country music, Chris Stapleton won Best Solo Performance. Duo was the Brothers Osborne. And Best Country Song also is Chris Stapleton, along with Best Country Album. Best Rock Performance goes to Foo Fighters. Rock Song, also Foo Fighters. And Best Rock Album, Foo Fighters. And there were other people nominated like Paul McCartney and Chris Cornell and, but Foo Fighters. Shout out to them for dominating the rock categories because they just lost their drummer. Of course, I can't tell you his name right now, but Dave Grohl lost, Kurt Cobain from Nirvana back in the day, and then now he lost his drummer. So, I mean, it ain't no words to go with that. It's just very tragic things that happen to some. I mean, they still relatively young, and like I said, Tony Bennett still getting nominated at 95 years old, still winning Grammys at 95 years old. So think of it like this: if you're an artist, if you making music, and it's and even when the music that you're making isn't getting heard by everybody, keep making it. Don't give up your artistic prowess. Don't let your skills go to waste just because you're not a star. That creativity, that process of making something out of nothing, it gives you other things besides fame and fortune. It gives you a sense of accomplishment to go in and finish an album or just finish a song even. The whole process of writing, if you don't make your own beats, the beat selection, all of that, everything that goes into making a thing is very useful. Is very useful process so far as your personal development. So don't ever underestimate. Don't ever, um, disregard the things that you learn, the experience that you gain by going through your processes. People will always try to tell you that you're wasting your time and things like that, but trust me, there are skills that other people do not have that they could develop if they were an artist. And being an artist is still a special thing, so don't ever let anybody take that away from you. And that's my word. Hey, it's 6:58. I'm your host, CB. We are on the I Just Got Off Work show on WETF. Hey, we are just maxing and relaxing. I'm going to be right back with some more tips for you. All right, all right, all right. We are back in the building. Say what's up one time if you hear me. My name is CB, aka the Rude Educator. You can hit me up on Instagram. You can hit me up on Twitter. You can send emails to therudeeducator@gmail.com. All of this is in the name of WETF. Now, somebody asked me over the weekend, what does WETF mean? And of course, the real answer is whatever the fuck, right? But as we move on with our mission, WETF is starting to come up. There's other things that we're starting to come up with for WETF. One is F what everyone thinks, which is kind of twisting it around a little bit, but it's still valid. The free mind state that you have to have in order to take on certain things. Because again, there's a lot of people out there that will tell you that you can't do what it is that you have in mind to do. But you have to ignore that. You have to take what people tell you as their own assessment of their own experience. They can't assess your experience because they don't live in your skin. You can only see the world out of the two eyes that you have. You can't see the world out of somebody else's eyes. So when they're telling you these things, it's because they can't see it. But that doesn't mean you can't see it. Your vision is compelling you to keep going. So let it compel you. Let your vision be your motivation. Let your vision be the thing that guides you into success. It is never on somebody else. So when you let people talk you out of those things, you're just doing a disservice to yourself. You're not, giving them anything by doing it, because that's just solidifying a misconception of theirs. That's not what you want to do either. But what you do want to do is, when you have that vision in your mind and in your heart, you want to follow it as long as you can. You want to take that vision and make it come to life the best that you can. There's a lot of things out there that were just thoughts, and now they exist in the real world. And so you have to take that kind of mentality that you're going to take what's inside of your mind and expand it into something that is real. Expand it into something people can touch and feel. That's the whole point of us having these unique thoughts and these unique ways of thinking. It won't hurt you to try. So always keep that vision in mind as you work towards your goals. That's what we want to do here. That's what we want to encourage at WETF. Again, it's F what everyone else thinks because they don't know you. Only you know you. So when you know yourself, you know what you're capable of. There is no limit. Okay? There is no ending of what your potential is. It's all about what you see for yourself. Now, I would love to hear people's stories, testimonials about times when people told them that they couldn't, and they took that to power themselves into their goals, into success. I know that story happens time and time again because I've seen it happen time and time again. I've seen people get discouraged, then get up, put one foot in front of the other, and get to the things that they were trying to do. I've done it myself. People tell me all the time things that I cannot do. And I turn around and I show them that thing that you said wasn't possible, we made it happen. That thing you told me I had no business sticking my hands in, we made that happen. So all that's taught me is that you run into those things, that's like a test of your mettle. That's a test of how serious you are about getting to your goal. Because as soon as you decide that you're going to do something, the people that say that you can't start coming out of the woodworks. People you never heard from in your whole entire life will tell you, oh man, why are you doing that? You know? And then when you are not sure yourself, those voices are loud and they seem confident and they seem like they're right. But when you know yourself, when you know what you can do, you don't even hear those voices anymore. Once you get to the point where you're so determined that nothing can stop you, those ill things that people try to put out there to stop you won't even seem like they exist. They'll still be talking. They'll be still saying the same things. And they'll still be saying those things as you cross the threshold from making your dreams into reality. That's what we want to encourage every day. And you want to encourage yourself to do that more than anybody else. You are the only person that's going to believe in you when it starts. And then you'll start getting people on your side. And the more you do what you know you're capable of, the more those people telling you what you can't do, they'll come around eventually as well. And they'll be telling you that what you think of is some of the greatest stuff in the world. It totally changes. And that's the whole point, is that those same people that tell you what you can't do, you'll become an inspiration to. You'll be that person that they talk about when they start telling other people that anything is possible. You'll totally flip somebody's mind state around by being an example of what you can do with a little determination and persistence. And that's how that works, you know. But hey, don't take my word for it. Put these things in action for yourself. See it firsthand. Because I can sit here and talk to you till I'm blue in the face, which I will. But put it into action yourself. See what it does for you. And then come back and tell me if I was right or not. It's WETF. We're on the I Just Got Off Work show. I am your host, CB. You can hit me up on Instagram. You can hit me up on Twitter. You can send me emails to therudeeducator@gmail.com. It's about 7:08. We almost done with this puppy, right? This is the experiment that will not stop until I get what I want. And what do I want? I want every single person that hears my voice to be inspired to get up every day. Not every other day. Not every Tuesday. But every day. I want you to get up and be inspired to reach those goals that you've had since I don't know when. Those things that's just sitting in the back of your mind like, I should be doing this, but it's something stopping you. Don't let anything stop you anymore. Get up off your ass and get to it. You're the only thing that's stopping you. It's not the haters. It's not, anybody in your family trying to tell you anything. It's none of that. It's you. They're just good excuses. They're just things that pop up and give you a reason to quit. You don't have a reason to quit. The only thing that can stop you is you. And that's the bottom line. You can call it what you want to call it, but it's really just a bunch of excuses. It's no reason that you can't do something every day. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It could be writing down one idea a day. But as long as it gets you closer to your goal, that's what you want. That'll get you out of that rut that you've been feeling you in. There's nothing magical about it. There's not a secret code or any of that. It's basically you deciding this is what you want and then taking the steps to go get it. It'll happen. Trust me. I'm going to take another break. I'll holler at y'all about 2 minutes. All right. We back. Hey, check this out. Last Friday, or this past Friday, I had a phone call with my boy, and I like the way that question and answer, went. I like the way that the Q&A went with my son on the second episode. So that's something I think I want to implement every show. Again, this is an experiment. This is just me rallying the troops, more or less. But I'm trying to be here every day as a promise. As a promise that, I'm going to be here saying what's on my mind so that it can inspire other people. And also, I don't want people wondering where I am I don't want people asking my mama if I'm still alive and none of that. So I just think that we can, have a real conversation. I think that, the more realer the conversation is, the more benefit it is for everybody. So I'm gonna be here every day, with all my masks off, all of that. It's just me talking to you about how I feel, and I think that that's how we get there. Um, I want to work on people. I want to work on your projects. I want to help you get to where you need to be, whether if you are an entrepreneur, an artist, if you want to be in the nonprofit sector, whatever your goals are, I want to know about them, and I want to know what I can do to help, because that's always been my goal, is to get people and get their dreams going. And I've done that to an extent, but being on this here thing, there's way too many people out there that's not. And so I want to inspire the uninspirable. All right. I want to inspire those that really don't think that it can happen. But I want to just show you, if you just give me a little bit of your time and a little bit of your honesty, I just want to show you how simple it is. Again, I don't want to say easy, but simple it is to get from point A to point B and get you well on your way to accomplishing those things that's so dear to you, it's a shame how many people walk around that don't have a dream at all. So when you do have one, when you do have a vision of something that you feel is great, don't take that for granted. Don't take that lightly. There are people out there that, that would love to have that. So you have to make sure that you treasure it, and then take it to the utmost, take it to the limit, so that other people can experience your vision. That's the whole point. So, hey, I'm on here every day. Again, you can hit me up on Instagram. You can hit me up on Twitter. Send me them emails. Drop comments under this video. Any form of communication is what I'm looking for. I'm looking to hear the feedback from the people that, man, is it rough out there? All of that. The downfalls. My wife is getting her business started, as you probably heard me talk about already. But as she's going through the process of figuring out, exactly how she's going to do things, what she's going to use for inventory, all of that, I told her, said, look, it's great to show people how successful you are, but something that inspires people as well is showing them where the mistakes were made, things that don't exactly go right, because that's the realistic side of being in business, is that everything is not always going to go right. So when you show people that, it builds trust with your audience or with your customer base, what have you, for you to show them that side. So don't be afraid of being vulnerable enough to experience the negative parts of the process, because it's all going to make you stronger. Always remember that failing is a part of success, and that you should run towards failure like it is the greatest thing in the world, because once you, whatever that failure is, you're gonna, with the right attitude, you're gonna learn from it, and then that's gonna power you through to your next moment. So don't ever be afraid to fail. Being afraid to fail is what keeps people from trying, and you don't want to ever not be trying. It's not gonna happen immediately. It takes time. It takes time just to build the skills to do things correctly. If you thought it was going to be easy the first day, then you must be living in a fantasy world. You know, we here to accomplish goals that are based on dreams, not stay in la la land and never deal with reality. So understand that nothing is easy, nothing comes for free, but all of it is there for you to accomplish. So that's my word for the day. It's 7:18, and I don't have much else to say today. So I was told that if I'm done talking, I just need to end the show and say goodbye. It don't necessarily have to be an hour. I said I'm going to be on here for about an hour. But if we don't make it to an hour, then I hit the clap button. And then I'll say my name a couple more times to make sure that y'all hit me up on Instagram. It's right. Where is it? It's right here. Instagram, Twitter, and Gmail, The Rude Educator. That's me. All right. You'll probably see the WETF in one or more of those locations. But regardless, hit me up. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know what you want to hear about. Let me know what you want to talk about. Because, again, this is about building community. This is not about, you know what I'm saying, making CB a star. CB already a star. I want to make y'all stars of your own universes so that we can all chill in the universe together and be like that. Anyway, hit me up. I'll holler at y'all next time. It's CB, baby. Whatever. The fuck?